What if the things we crave actually lead us to more suffering? Let's delve deep into how Buddhism explains this paradox. In today's journey, we will explore a profound aspect of Buddhism that touches on the very essence of human emotions and existential dilemmas. The concept that desire is the root of suffering. This idea is foundational in much of Buddhist thought and offers a fascinating lens through which to view our own lives and the choices we make. But how did this notion come to be? And what does it truly mean for someone seeking peace and enlightenment? Let's unearth the wisdom of ancient teachings to better understand our modern struggles with desire. Our exploration begins with the story of Siddhartha Gautama, who later became known as the Buddha, or the Awakened One. His journey from a prince with worldly possessions and pleasures at his fingertips to a sage who renounced all desires is not just an inspiring tale, but a blueprint for understanding the mechanics of suffering and liberation. Siddhartha's realization that life is permeated with suffering caused by desire led to the development of what we now know as the Four Noble Truths, the core of Buddhist philosophy. The first noble truth simply states that life involves suffering. This might sound pessimistic at first glance, but it's more about acknowledging the inherent challenges and pains of human existence. The second noble truth explores the origin of this suffering, attributing it squarely to tanha, or craving. This craving is not just for material possessions or pleasures, but also includes the desire for non-existence, or the cessation of discomfort. Desire in Buddhism is viewed as a powerful force that binds us to the samsaric cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. Each desire leads to action, and each action has consequences that tie us further to the physical world and its inherent suffering. This endless cycle is depicted vividly in Buddhist art and scripture, symbolized by the Bhavachakra, or the Wheel of Life, which portrays the continuous process of rebirth influenced by one's actions, intentions, and desires. To break free from this cycle, the Buddha proposed the third noble truth, which is that cessation of suffering is achievable. This liberation is recognized through nirvana, an enlightened state of being where desires and attachments are transcended, leading to peace and ultimate freedom. Achieving this state requires following the Eightfold Path, which provides practical steps for living a life aligned with ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. Let us consider the practical implications of these teachings. In our daily lives, desires manifest in countless ways, pushing us towards actions that may not always lead to happiness or fulfillment. We desire success, love, recognition, comfort, and an array of other things. Each of these desires, while natural, can often lead to disappointment, stress, and more desires, creating a self-perpetuating cycle of unhappiness. Reflect on a moment in your own life when a strong desire led to distress. Perhaps it was the want for a specific job that resulted in undue stress during the application process, or maybe a relationship where the fear of loss overshadowed the joy of companionship. These everyday examples reflect the broader Buddhist teaching that desire, when unchecked, can lead to suffering. The challenge, then, is not merely to suppress or deny desire, which is a natural human instinct, but to cultivate mindfulness and awareness of these desires. By understanding the transient nature of pleasure and learning to appreciate the present without clinging to outcomes, we can mitigate the grip that desire has on our lives. Meditation, mindfulness, and ethical living are not just spiritual practices, but are tools that can reshape our relationships with desire and suffering. As we conclude this exploration of why desire is the root of suffering according to Buddhist teachings, It is essential to recognize that this understanding is not about cultivating a negative view of life, but about embracing a realistic approach that fosters genuine happiness and peace. By learning to navigate our desires mindfully, we can approach life with a more balanced and compassionate outlook, reducing our overall suffering and moving closer to true liberation. This deep dive into Buddhist philosophy not only sheds light on why desires lead to suffering, but also provides a pathway if you found this video helpful and inspiring. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this wisdom with others who may benefit from it. We'll see you in the next video.